my name is Michael, and in today's video we're going to be doing a comparison review between these two handheld fans right here. As you can see, they both have some similarities in terms of their size, but they are different, and so I'm kind of excited to jump into a demonstration and review. So without further delay, let's get started. The first thing I really like about this fan is the fact that it has an LCD display screen. So when you turn it on, you can cycle through all of the 5 different fan speeds. The second thing I really like about this fan is that it's a rechargeable fan. So you don't have to worry about carrying around any batteries anymore. You know, you just can plug this into the wall via a USB cable, which does come in the box, and you can charge it very much like a cell phone. So I love that about this fan as well. Now, one other thing I like about this fan is that this fan is a very lightweight fan. So if you're looking for something small and compact and very easy to carry, then this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the better fans. Now, in terms of how this fan actually operates, I thought it actually did a pretty good job. As you can see here, you know, I'm gonna cycle through all of the different fan speed settings here. You get 5 different ones, and I think it did a very nice job of you know, blowing the hair of the troll doll. You can kind of see that orange hair whipping through the air. So you know, I think that this is going to be something that if you're, you know, you have any type of work that you have to do outside, if you're going to be on vacation, if you're going to be at a party, if you're going to be at a fan reunion, you can carry around this fan and feel confident that you'll be able to stay cool and kind of dry a lot of your sweat if you're somebody that sweats a lot in the heat. One other thing I think is really nice about this fan that not a lot of handheld fans have is that this one had a sort of rubber or silicone kind of pad at the bottom of the fan. So, you know, when I was kind of doing the demonstration and I was standing the fan up vertically, you know, I really liked and felt confident that the fan wasn't going to just accidentally fall over because it has that sort of rubberized traction on the bottom of the fan. So overall, I think this is a pretty good fan here. You know, it comes in different colors, which is really great. It's very small and compact, so you can easily transport this anywhere you want to go. Not only can you put this in a purse or a backpack, but you know, this is honestly small enough to be able to go in your pocket. So I think that's a major plus if you want to have this be a true portable or a true travel fan. Then you can very successfully do that. And I think couple that with the fact that it's a rechargeable fan, no batteries here at all, the fact that it actually came charged, at least for me, right out of the box, so I didn't even have to charge it to be able to, you know, successfully do this demonstration for you. It had a significant charge still left in the fan. I think that's a plus. You know, overall, I think you're getting quite a lot here in terms of value, and so you know, if you're in the market for a handheld fan that's going to be portable, lightweight, and effective at keeping you cool, I think this one is definitely worthy of your consideration. Now, the first thing I really like about this fan is its small and very compact size. This is a fan that is going to be very lightweight. You can easily put this in a backpack. You can put this in your fanny pack. You can put this in your purse. And to be honest, you can even put this in your pocket. You know, your jean pocket, a shirt pocket. It really is that small. The second thing I really like about this fan is that it's a rechargeable fan. You know, a lot of handheld fans now, such as this one, are rechargeable via a USB cable. So this does come with a USB cable. Now, in terms of how this fan operates, now this is a 3-speed fan. So it basically has low, medium, and high in terms of the fan speed. And as you can see here in the demonstration, you know, it comes with a little holder. So you can kind of sit your fan vertically and then operate the fan, kind of turn it into a table fan, into a desk fan. So, you know, I think it does a very good job of being able to move the air, keep you cool at a decent distance. You know, and so if you're somebody that doesn't just want to be able to have a fan that functions in your hand, but that's something you can, you know, sit on your desk while you're working, or sit in your office or cubicle while you're working, and be quiet enough to be able to, operate and still be able to get work done. I think this is a very worthy fan for that particular need as well. So overall, I have to say I do like this fan. I think I would have loved to have seen an LCD screen on this fan. Some sort of digital display would have been really kind of cool, just to kind of get some extra feedback, a little extra interactivity with the fan. But I do appreciate the fact that it's a more simplistic, minimalist approach. And so I think that works very well. It's kind of a no-nonsense fan in that way. So I think when you kind of couple that with the fact that it's a small-scale, compact fan, small enough to go inside of your pocket, you can recharge it, you don't need batteries. It's strong enough, despite its size, to be able to kind of keep you cool and, dry your sweat and everything like that. It comes in various different colors. I think there's a lot of positives, a lot of things to like about this fan. And so I think if your priority is small, compact, something you can take on the go with you, and effective and powerful at keeping you cool, I think this is definitely a fan that's worth considering for sure. So as you can see, both of these fans are kind of different in their own right, but you can kind of see that they have some similarities, right? I think that if I had to make a choice of one over the other, I'm probably going to go with this fan right here. First of all, I like how it feels in the hand. It kind of has a little bit of, I don't want to say texture, but the way it's made, it doesn't have a slippery feeling to the plastic, which is kind of nice. I really do, enjoy the fact that it has an LCD display screen. I always like that when a fan has that. And, you can't pivot the head up and down, but you can't pivot the head up and down with the other one either. So that's kind of a fair comparison. Overall, I think it's pretty effective despite its small size. I will say, though, that if you want a fan that's going to be a bit more minimalist in nature, you might want to go with this fan. I think this also would be a great fan to give a younger person in your group, because it just feels a bit lighter and a bit cheaper to the touch. And so I think that if something were to happen to the fan, like the fan got lost, let's say, I don't feel like you would be as upset about it, because it's just a more simplified fan, right? Like there's no LCD display screen. It's not, it doesn't have a ton of fan speed settings. So again, if you want to give this fan to somebody that you think is, a younger person that might lose it, or maybe an older person that might lose it, you might want to go with this fan. But I think that when it comes to the best fan in this comparison, I probably would give it to this fan right here.
I just wanted to tell you about this portable handheld fan. I purchased this a couple months ago, and now that it's getting really hot and warm where I'm at, I finally pulled it out and I've been using it all the time. I've used it running errands, I've used it going to the park with the kiddos, I've used it doing chores around the house because I do get quite warm in my house. So I've used it like all the time, anywhere. My daughter also has one and she uses it. She works at the airport, so she uses it all the time at work. I chose to get a pink one, which is my favorite color, but it does come in a variety of colors. So here's the pink one. What I love is the display. As soon as you turn it on, there's a little black button you're going to press. As soon as you turn it on, it tells you the percentage of what it's at in terms of the charge. So it's at 82. So if I needed to charge it to 100 just because I'm going to be out all day tomorrow, it does come with a little charging cable, which is great. It has 5 different modes. So here's the lightest airflow. It goes up to 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 being the highest. The wind flow is pretty strong on this. And so it's nice. It's just gives you a nice cool breeze, especially when you're out and getting a little hot and sweaty out, especially in the summertime and springtime. So anyways, like I said, it comes in a variety of colors. I just chose pink, but it just comes in very handy. It also, look, I'm wearing it's like, where did the wristlet go? I'm wearing the wristlet. It comes with a little wristlet that you can attach and then wear it around your wrist for easy access. Like that. I just haven't attached mine. But anyways, it comes with this little wristlet, the charging cable, the fan, of course, and just a couple little like user guides. Anyways, if you're in the market for something similar, a portable fan, because you're going to be taking vacations or whatnot this summer, this would be the perfect choice for you.